What's up, Rebels? Doug here at Pride Conditioning with your Monday motivation every single week. And this week we are talking about not focusing on the negative and, of course, always being thankful. Ready? Here we go. All right, Rebels, I'm going to try to make this one this week short and to the point. Yesterday, while moving, a gazillion tons of mulch, listened to a few podcasts. So some of this kind of comes from two of the podcasts that I was listening to. One is called Two Brain. It is about business and marketing for fitness people and fitness professionals and gym owners. The other podcast I was listening to is called Mind Your Business, and it is a lot about online marketing and entrepreneurship and, really taking ownership of the entire process and doing things in a kind of seamless and very fluid manner when conducting your projects for business. Anyways, listening to those two podcasts, I kind of started brainstorming a little bit off of some of the ideas that they were talking about. And one of the things that came up in both of these podcasts was how you plan for your future and how you plan for your goals and how you think about yourself and your goals now, today, in regards to how we're going to plan for our goals and our what we want for the future. Now, with that said, the problem becomes a lot of times when we focus on our goals and you ask somebody or you think to yourself, you ask yourself what your goals are, what do you want? A lot of times we actually don't know, or we can't really pinpoint it, but you can list out and you can say what you don't want. Now, this is a good thing because we can, X off a lot of things out of our life that we don't want. But it becomes a pitfall in that a lot of times you might focus on it. What I'm talking about is a lot of times if you start listing what you don't want, you'll end up focusing on those things. And then, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You will realize those things in your life. You'll start to recognize them. It's like when you drive down the highway and, you start thinking about a red car or a white car, and all you'll see are white cars everywhere. So even if you said to yourself, I don't want to buy a red car, the whole rest of the day, all you're going to see are red cars. This happens in business and in planning. When we plan goals and when we plan things for the future, you're looking at the here and now and unfortunately focusing on things that you don't want. So you say, of course, everyone says this, I don't want to be broke. And then what do you know? All you think about is how much money you're spending on bills and how you're not saving enough money, you're not investing enough money, or, all of these things that have happened to you over the past 6 months that have sucked all this money out of you. And what do you know? You're like, oh my God, I'm broke. This becomes the self-fulfilling prophecy. You have written down and you've listed out, what you don't want. And then all of a sudden you're focused on what you don't want. And then all of a sudden, there it is. What you don't want, it keeps happening in your life. I don't want us to fall into that trap. And this can happen to all of us. This is something that I've fallen into in my training. I say, I don't want to be slow. And then all of a sudden, I'm slow. So don't fall into that trap, guys. That's all that we're talking about this week. Don't fall into this trap of, thinking about, I'm broke or I'm slow or, we don't have enough clients. What are we going to do? What you need to focus on is what you have and what you are good at. You need to be thankful for that, and you need to play off of those strengths. And what you will come to realize is that possibly what you want is just a broader or possibly more detailed, I guess, continuation on what you are good at. You know, you are good at coaching people. Maybe you need to just focus on coaching and let somebody else, you know, run some of the business things for you. You know, I actually am better at the programming side, and I'm better at the business end of things. So I actually need to focus on those things and not focus on the actual coaching and training part. I need to actually have other people do that for me, because other people are actually better at that than I am. Now, if I focused on what I'm not good at and what I don't want, then I could possibly fall into that trap of, you know, becoming what I don't want and making that happen inside my business and in my training. I don't want to be slow, and then all of a sudden I'm slow. So don't focus on what you don't want so much. Don't focus on the negatives, right? We want to focus on the positives. We want to play off of our strengths, and we want to use those to maybe focus in a little bit more on what we actually want in the future for our goals, where we want to be. And we want to use our strengths to get to that point. So that is your Monday motivation for this week. I hope that all made sense to everybody. All right. Always, always, always focus on the positive, focus on your strengths, and always be grateful for what you have in your life, and don't think about what you don't have in your life. Be thankful for the people in your life and for what you have and everyone around you. That is it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Peace.